Welcome traders to Rocket 21. Angie here. Today I'm with Justin. He's talking to us from Albany, New York. How are you, Justin?
I'm great.
Oh, thank you for joining me today. Tell me, Justin, a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your story and how you got into trading.
Okay, I'm Justin. I'm from Jamaica. I live currently now in New York. I'm going to college here in University of Albany. My story, why I started trading is because I'm from Jamaica and I didn't grow up in such a lavish background like New York. It's not really a perfect country, I would say. But I started trading because I wanted to help my parents financially and also help the people around me, my friends. So that's why I really started trading.
Nice. Does your family live with you or are they all back in
Yeah,
Jamaica?
they're here in New York.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you got into trading because you wanted to help your family. And how did you learn about trading? Like where did you see like what piqued your interest or like how did you get introduced to it?
Actually, it was from Jamaica. This Jamaican trader lived in this big house, and I was like, "Wow, okay. Well, what do you do?" And he said trading, and I said, "Oh, wow, what's trading?" And then he started showing me about the charts, MetaTrader 5 trading view, and I said, "Okay, cool." And then I started to dabble on YouTube, started to learn different strategies, and that's how I learned.
Okay. What were you looking into? Like, where did you immediately start with Forex or did you find like something else? Or like, was that person a Forex trader?
Yeah, he was a forex trader. I started with forex.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So, you got into YouTube, you started learning. Tell me a little bit about like how, how all of that unfolded.
Oh, well, it took me about 2 years to actually learn the strategy that I have now because as a new trader, you have all this information from YouTube and you don't know which one works or maybe this works sometimes. And I was just all over the place until I found Alex, where
Mm-hmm.
he's a strange trader and I always struggle with patience.
Mm-hmm.
So his strategy taught me patience because I was flooded with all this information and I started to change strategies rapidly because I said, oh, this works sometimes. It's not how I want it to work. And I changed to a next strategy until I met Alex.
Okay, so you trade based off like Alex's strategy. Are you a part of Swing Trading Lab?
Unfortunately, not yet, but I learned a lot from his YouTube videos, his free webinars.
Are you in his free Telegram? He has a free Telegram. Okay. All right. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So I'm guessing that's how you got introduced to Rocket 21. Did you know about funding companies before you found Alex?
I didn't.
So were you like trading with your own capital or were you
Yeah,
just
which is
demo
my own.
trading? Okay. Okay, awesome. So how long have you been trading?
I would say consistently about 1 year.
A year consistently. Okay. And how long did it take you to get profitable?
Uh, uh, 6 months, I would say.
6 months, awesome. And how did that happen? Was it when you were able to like develop a strategy or was it like something that clicked in your mind? Like how did you
Right. Yeah, it was when I started to develop my strategy, my own strategy, and stuck with that strategy throughout and started to be consistent.
Okay, awesome. Well, do you want to share a little bit about how you go about your strategy and what you do? So tell me a little bit about about your swing trading and how you go about your day trading.
Well, with my swing trading, I normally focus on the weekly, daily, and the 4 hour for
Okay.
market direction, market structure. I have to at least have two time frames in sync to take a trade. And my entry time frames are anything below a 4 hour time frame.
Okay.
Right. And for day trading, I still need two time frames in sync, but I mostly focus on the 4 hour for market direction and market structure, and 1 hour also to be aligned with the 4 hour, and anything below that is for entries.
Okay.
This is actually, well, it was supposed to be a swing setup, but obviously it's happening quicker than I anticipated. But for this, I was looking at the weekly and the 4 hour for time frame correlation because the weekly is bearish based on the highs and lows, and we broke this low right here, and then the
Okay.
market just pushed down, creating a more recent low. And then I went on the 4 hour time frame to confirm that the 4 hour is also in the same trend, where the 4 hour is bearish due to the break of this low. And then we continue being bearish because we maintain that lower low, lower high situation.
Okay.
And the market found resistance at this area right here. And once I saw that, this is when I went down to my smaller time frames, such as the 1 hour. And for me to enter, I have to see a loss in momentum in the market. So if I'm trying to take a sell, I have to see loss in momentum towards the upside. So I have to look for a double top in order to take a sell, which shows that the market is losing momentum towards the upside. After I see that on the 1 hour, then I go to the 30-minute time frame to look for break of structure, which this would be the break of structure right here. And I'm a break and retest type of person, so I'll wait for the retest. And then the entry candle, which would be this engulfing candle, bearish engulfing right here.
Nice.
Right, and that's how I caught that sell.
Okay. So how do you manage your risk?
On my risk, I only risk 1% of the funded accounts, and minimum a 1 to 2.
A 1 to 2.
Risk reward, yeah.
Okay. All right, awesome. So did you actually take this trade?
Actually, no, I actually missed this trade
Mm, okay. And what happened? Why did you miss it?
because I can't enter a trade unless it's before 12. If it's after 12, then I can't take it.
Okay.
Right.
If it's okay, so before
12
12
p.m.
noon.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you trade like New York session, like early New York session.
Right. Like London and overlap New York.
Okay. All right. So, okay, so if it's outside of your session, you're not taking the trade, even if you see the trade.
Right.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So, tell me a little bit. Okay. So you have a 1 to 2. What kind of account do you have with
I,
Rocket 21?
I have a $10,000 account.
Okay. And how do you like, what's your trading plan? Like, how have you been able to maintain that account, and how were you able to pass that account?
Right. Yes, I did pass the account. Same thing with risking 1%. At first, I like to have a cushion on the account.
Okay.
So normally minimum 1 to 2. Sometimes I go for 1 to 3, 1 to 4. But the first 2 to 3 trades, I normally go stick completely to a 1 to 2 to get a cushion on the account before I can hold trades for longer.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting. How long did it take you to pass your phase 1 and 2?
Actually, it was an Apollo challenge, one-step challenge.
Oh, okay, nice. So how long did it take you to pass that?
That was in 2 weeks.
Nice. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And how many payouts have you been able to receive?
Just 2 so far.
2 so far. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. Um, so that's basically how you go about your trading. Like that's basically the break and retest. You're looking for like okay, cool. Okay, so what is your trading plan would be like that you trade London and overlap New York. You don't take a trade afternoon. How do you go you could stop sharing your screen if you're done. So how do you go about your psychology and making sure you're in the right headspace when you're gonna go into a trade?
Well, I'm a very religious person. I always go to God first before I take a trade.
Okay.
And how I manage my psychology, it's just a skill. I'm focusing on the skill, not the money.
I love
So
that.
if I win a trade or lose a trade, then it doesn't really matter. Winning is just a plus. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to own the skill because once I master the skill, then the money will come after. So
absolutely.
if I lose a trade based on my risk management, the next trade I'll make it back because I'm just losing 1% each time.
That's a great way to look at it, because that way it also keeps you disciplined in following your plan.
Yeah.
So, because you're not looking at the monetary, you're looking at the actual like what you're doing, like the position and like the way that you're taking your trades.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Okay, and so what would you tell a trader watching you today? Like, what are some tips that you'd give them? Whether they're just starting or they're continuing their journey, or what would you say to a trader that what would you think is important, and what would you like to hear? What would you have liked to hear when you first started your journey?
What I like to hear is not to chase the money at first, because I'm actually, well, not teaching, but showing one of my friends how to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And as I can see, is that he's just focusing on the money only. And it's just been 1 month. And he
Mm-hmm.
wants to turn $5,000 into $100,000, which is not impossible, but it's unrealistic for his time that he's been learning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just focus on the skill, not the money, and apply patience as you go.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you think how could you tell a trader that how what could you show a trader for them to take that out of their mind? Like, okay, it's not about the money, it's about the skill. Like, what would you tell them?
Honestly, I would tell them, I don't know about show them, but tell them that once they master the strategy, obviously it's going to take a while. And when you get into a normal 9 to 5 job, you have to learn what you're doing, get good at the craft before you can, go out and maybe get a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to stick to it, be consistent, and then you get eventually the promotion. So
Mm-hmm.
treat trading not as something to get rich quick, but also as a business where you have to stick with it time by time, learn the craft, and then eventually you will get good, and then the money will come after.
Yeah, that's a great way to yeah, that's exactly how you should look at it. Um well, I loved it. Thank you so much, Justin, for your time. Thank you for being a part of the Rocket 21 community, and the best of luck to you in your trading career.
Thank you.